So today is the fifth Sunday, so we got a student choice day. While preparation time, we decided that if we can go for individual topic, let's see how our students can speak. Uh, Fine. So yes, I also have selected one topic that is a very relevant actually nowadays, because in 2025, 22% of super rich people have left India now. And this is not only this the year of 2025. In 2024 also, a huge number of people, rich people especially, I'm talking about the billionaires or millionaires, they have already left. So now the question is, why rich people or highly rich people are leaving India? What is the reason of it? First of all, okay, so now see, as India already have achieved a certain growth point economically. So those who have already earned that money, uh, they expect a better service from India, from Indian government. But the fact is, do we have that really, that kind of service that what the other countries, especially I'm talking about, I will come to different countries to the examples.
You're talking about brain drain, right?
Brain drain is not only the brain drain. I'm talking about the rich people, those who are already rich.
Okay.
Like for example, Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli lives in London.
Yeah.
His bread and butter was from India, but he is currently living in London. And there are lots of people, those who are living in India currently. What is the reason of it, and what would be the impact here? Now, first of all, why they are living? So, as we know that our tax system is so high. Now, this is actually is very much equal to developed countries. Let's say, for example, after 18 LPA, after 18 LPA, your tax will be 30%.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you earn, say for example, if you earn 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs, so 30 lakhs minus 18 lakhs, so 12 lakhs into 30%. So it will be around 4 to 5 lakhs you are paying tax plus rest of the things. Like say for example, so mainly you are paying around 6 to 7 lakhs per annum on tax.
Yeah.
So now you are paying 6 to 7 lakhs. Now the fact is, I'm talking about only about 30 lakhs.
Okay.
But what about the services you get? Now compare different countries. Say for example UAE, where education and health both are free. And now both are free, and see what kind of service they provide. And compared to our country, compared to India, see the public schools. Public schools are, even our teacher from public school will not now, will hesitate rather to admit his children or his kids to a public school or government school. What is the reason behind this? Because you see the comparison between a private school and public school. Now previously there were no option, but nowadays when there is a public school is there, you see there is no regulation. It's regulated from government, but the fact is what we are getting. If you compare with the public, government school boy and a private school boy, they are highly advanced. Their education system, their grooming is completely different from in perspective to a public in a government school boy.
Yeah, just because they are charging a lot of money.
They are charging a lot of money. Yes, money. You are paying the money. They are ready. See nowadays, actually another problem is that gimmick, or rather the marketing, what you can say. So in case of marketing, whatever you are getting, they try to attract people. You see the dress. I'm talking about a school named DPS, Delhi Public School.
Yeah.
So in Delhi Public School, all of your clothes, all of your uniforms should be branded. Yeah. Even the socks should be from Adidas.
I understand.
Now you understand that what kind of amount they ask for. But the fact is also their education system also, or their teaching is also up to that mark. Like for example, in our government school, we learn algorithms at class 9, but in DPS they got it at class 5. So you understand that what are the differences we specially get.
So is there any remedy that you would like to tell?
See, remedies, you wanna see
Just
that.
because this disparity is happening.
See, remedies, at this particular moment, it is very difficult to find those remedies because already they have achieved a lot, the private schools, and of course, you are seeing you see in the social media that I mean now in the
Promotions.
promotions are there in the era of competitions. You will see that they will not allow you to come up.
Yeah.
That is happening, and in this case also there is a drawback in our system also, but still we are trying our best, because you have to, like, in the rural areas also you have to in the rural areas there are the schools, some students are there, those who do not come to school. Now how can we expect, because to maintain the same standard, it is very difficult. So this
I have a question that the employability at the private schools, they do not pay the adequate amount of money to the teachers. Like, I deserve that because I work for it. I burned my midnight oil for that. But they are not getting an incentive at much the expected level. So why this is happening? I mean, they are working for it, and students are being charged a lot amount of money for a particular standard, maybe class 1 or 2 standards, and books are also given by the school, so it has a structure, but still the salaries are not increasing. So this is a problem. What's your take on this?
See, this is the pay, I think current pay structure what we are currently having, based on this there can be a remedy, like their salary can be increased. I'm not sure about it completely, but why they are not doing it? Because see, the demand, we do have less employability.
Yeah.
Now those who are already literate people, where they will go? Because government exams are very rare nowadays. So what are the chances? Maybe they do private tuition, or maybe private school job. So better opportunity is private school job. So basically they are bound to do that. It's not like you do not have, we are running lack of options. Okay, so now coming back to my point, the second is healthcare system. So now the healthcare system is also a problem for us, right? So now think, if you have worked so hard, so why would you be happy with this average kind of services? You are seeing different potholes on our road.
Yeah.
There are lots of accidents, air pollution, lots of problems are there. Now whenever you are earning this kind of money, you are paying taxes like that. So that is my you just think logically that why people will like to settle here.
And
Now consider another thing is that one other point is
so why won't people take the responsibility by themselves?
how
I mean, we elect people.
you work. Okay.
We elect people. We have the right. So why would we elect someone who is not a deserved candidate? Deserving candidate, right? So if the power is going in a wrong hand, then the development won't take place, right?
Exactly, that is what it is happening. But I get your point. That is the frustration, and that's why people are thinking like that. Like, say for example, you elect somebody. Basically, how we elect people? We elect based on the political political party or political flag. What he holds for. We actually vote for the political flag. We do not actually vote for the particular person.
Okay.
You see this kind of thing. How many? There are different government. Portals are there where you can find that what is the criminal record of that particular person. Whenever we buy something, we go for detailed review, right? We go for detailed review. But whenever we elect people, whenever we are going to elect or going to work for us for the next 5 years, you see that we do not review that particular person. So that is a kind of a frustration already in there. And the next point is, you see the corruption. I'm talking about corruption. So now, for example, if you can show your earning for earning from agricultural background, that is from your earning is from agriculture, you do not have to pay a single penny as a tax. Now you see different people, very rich people. I mean, I'm talking about very pronounced people who live in India, and also your famous celebrities who have shown their income as agriculture. Farm, I mean, the income from agriculture. Yeah. So now the fact is they are completely earning is tax free, but they are not even a farmer. We know that, say somebody is a cricketer, someone is a is an actor, someone is a, I mean, businessman also. Also. But the fact is, this is what. Second thing is another loophole I'm talking about. In our country, you know IPL, right?
Yeah.
So if your earning is from IPL, or if you own a team in IPL, you do not have to pay a tax, single tax. Now see how much money we can earn, or people earn from IPL or from the sports journal. They do not have to pay a tax. Now see, only 8 to 9% tax gets collected from Indian citizen, right? So now who will have to pay that burden? Because some people, those who know the loopholes, especially the businessmen, they know the loopholes. Now they are earning, they can hide their earnings in this way. Like they can show their agricultural earning is max, they can put it maximum, you know. Another point is that donation. If you donate money in the charitable trust, you will see that earning is tax free. So these are the ways what are the loopholes in our system currently is.
Yeah.
And people do utilize that. Now those who are the salaried persons, they do not have any other option to live, because whenever you are a salaried person, say for example, whatever you are earning, you already earn the money, or your hands-on money is based on that. I mean, it is actually taxable, like it gets deducted.
We are not discussing salaried people right now. We're discussing multimillionaires and we're discussing billionaires who are living in our country. So salaried people are not the problems.
Why not? Why not? Say for example,
if you talk about if you talk about the salaries, they can't make changes in our country, right? With all due respect, they can't make changes. A single change they can't make. All the changes can be bought with the help of millionaires, the billionaires, the businessmen, right? So the problems, these are the general problems we are discussing right now. But apart from these things, we are discussing right now multi-millionaires, the millionaires.
Okay.
So what's the solution? What do you think?
See, first of all, solution. If you are talking about the solutions, we need to revisit the infrastructure of our country. So, like we see currently. I'm sorry. At the year of 1960, India and China were both kindly similar with the economic structure. Now see the jump of China and see the jump of India. You can see a huge difference between these two countries.
Is it just because of the one-party system of China?
Maybe.
Because whatever decisions they want to make, they can make. They don't need to ask anybody. They don't need to go to different NGOs for the permissions. Even you know that Indian Army have to get some permissions, and they were stopped by some NGOs, and those NGOs went to the Supreme Court of our country. Right. So those NGOs have the power in our country, what to do, what not to do. They want to know what our country is doing. They want to know how those nuclear activities, they want to know the secrets of our country. This is not the democracy. We don't need that democracy. Do you feel that we need that one-party rule in our country so that we can have that jump?
See, whatever is needed for our country to do that, so we have to follow that one. I mean, we have different. I mean, say for example, take about the example of the US. Right? There are two political parties are there, right? There are two political parties are there, but still they are developing. You are talking about the
political parties.
You are talking
major political.
Exactly.
There are so many political parties in the United States.
But still,
guys, please, we are discussing something.
But still, you see in India also there are how many major political parties are there?
Two major political parties.
Yes, but the fact is, I mean, we see the difference. Wow. I mean, you talk about, actually the problem is with our corruption, or rather what we can say is that what our mind is. I mean,
where would you find corruption? The president of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, has been accused. Right? There are so many things in different countries. You're talking about the United States, the UK, right? Virat Kohli is living in the United Kingdom, right? London, right? Now you know that their hands are bloody. English people are having bloody hands. They spoiled our country. They looted our country. That's why loot has become an English word. It had been a Hindi word, loot. So you're using as loot as an English word. Lati as an English word. So they looted us in such a way, they looted different countries in such a way that's why they are having the great AQI in their country. Air quality index. That's what we don't have.
But what about then China? What about
What
then
about
China?
you?
What about
What
then what about then UAE?
The gold mine,
Gold,
oil reserve.
I know. Then see, I mean, whatever the example you want to say that, but the fact is, in India, agriculture is the gold. You can say that agriculture was the gold, right? But still, what?
Sir, two things I'm telling you. You belong to engineering background, right? I believe so. Right. Say you start something with the coding and decoding and all stuff, right? I start doing something where the farming exists. Who will make more money? It's me or it's you?
It depends.
Depends. But who basically does?
It depends.
Who
No.
basically does?
See,
Who
you.
basically does? I can't make billions out of that.
Who has said that one?
I can't.
No,
make
no.
billions.
That is not the problem. That is
This is the problem you're discussing right now.
the problem is that, see,
No,
if you
not farming is there.
Farming
You
is
just
there.
said
Yes.
farming is there.
Go.
How much money I can make out of farming?
Why you cannot earn money from the farming?
Don't talk about only Shah Rukh Khan's daughter.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm saying, if you go to the village, you will see lots of fields are there. Acres of fields are there, right? So what are the valuation of this particular field? What about the earning? I mean, what we were previously doing is that we were making fool of ourselves. That we know best. That we know how to make fool of others.
We have to reverse the system, and you have to go back to the border.
No. We do not reverse.
Border system. You give me a software, I will give my goat to you.
No. Why are you talking about that? We are saying things where the things will be transparent. Now let's take an example. Whenever a road is created, or whatever a tender is been published, why we cannot get the information on any site of that particular tender?
Right.
On that site, we can get that, so we can know in which part it was used, that the amount where it was used, how much money it was used.
Okay, sir, you have been blaming the government and blaming our country for a long time.
I'm not blaming the country. I'm not blaming the country. I'm saying this is the
how to stop them.
I'm saying that these are the loopholes.
Okay,
These are the loopholes.
How to stop it?
Very simple. Just take strict actions on this
Just
earnings.
you talked about the healthcare system, right?
I'm not talking. Manik, you are getting at the wrong end of the stick.
You have to go to the Uttar Pradesh General Hospital.
I'm not saying you are getting at the wrong end of my stick.
Please.
What I am trying to say is, Manik, so whenever you are earning, our income tax, we all have the rules. So check the earning. Whenever you are paying the tax, you can see that it is very much relevant, rather, that how you cannot earn that much billion of money from agriculture. So you have to pay taxes, right? We only pay 8% tax. 8% of Indian citizen only pay taxes, right? So then, whenever only 8% people are paying taxes.
I'm talking about direct taxes. Income tax.
Yes, I'm talking about direct taxes. So only 8% people are there. So then, why we are not? Thinking about that how these taxes or what are the tax-free incomes? Let's focus on those things.
Sir, the glamour you're watching right now, the glamorous part of the farming that you're watching right now, talking about so many actors and actresses and the cricketers, right? This is 0.0001%. The glamour you are watching and are looking at, right? We are discussing the farmers who don't even have money to survive. I tell you,
Manik,
go through the report.
Manik,
Go through the
12 lakhs is tax free.
How many farmers die every day?
12 lakhs income is tax free, Manik. If your earning is more than 12 lakhs, you have to pay tax, right?
I told you that is the glamorous part of the
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about you. Whatever your earning is. If your earning is more than 12 lakhs, you have to pay taxes. So if it is an agricultural earning, if it is
from rupee 1.
sorry,
If you earn 12 lakh plus 1 rupee, then you have to, of course, pay taxes for the entire amount.
Exactly.
Not for that 1 rupee only.
Exactly.
Why? Don't you think that it's a kind of injustice?
Sir, we are also facing that problem. If you are a salaried person, if your earning is 12 lakhs 20,000, you have to pay taxes for whole amount. I mean, though there are some deductions are there, but I mean, if your earning is more than 13 lakhs, your salary will be less than if you have earned around 11.75 lakhs or something like that. So it's the system is made in like this way. So then why
What
only?
reason for it? There are many economists. They are, of course, mulling this particular situation. In spite of that, why these loopholes exist?
I mean, which one, sir?
This, say a person is earning 12 lakhs plus 50,000, and he has to pay taxes right from rupee 1. Why?
Sir,
Why not for the 50,000 only?
because
12 lakhs should be regarded as a standard deduction, but it is not being regarded that way.
no, standard deduction is 75,000.
No, I'm saying it should be regarded
Okay.
as this 12 lakhs.
Mhm.
Because he has earned 12 lakhs plus 50,000. Now this 50, he should pay taxes on this 50,000. But why not, why doesn't the system exist? That you can pay only taxes for the extra, that particular money.
Maybe because it has been, I mean, as I mentioned, that government has to earn. Maybe that can be the reason. I'm not sure about it. But if you are old, if you are choosing the old regime, then you have to pay it from 0 to 3, 3 to 6. This is the old tax slabs are there. But you are in new tax slab, then up to 12.75 it's your limit. After that you have to pay taxes. But what I mean, and after that it will increase in this way. But in that case also we have the tax slabs like 0 to 5, 6, I think 5%, 6 to 9. In this way it will increase.
No, I have to pay taxes on my income, it's okay.
Mhm.
But after that, in spite of having got that particular income, after the deduction, tax deduction, if I go to buy anything, I have to pay taxes.
Exactly, double taxes we have to pay.
What is the reason for it?
And if you want to sell it, you have to pay tax.
Yes.
It's gross injustice.
Exactly, sir. This is a problem. This is a problem because there are two direct and indirect taxes. Both we have to face. And even if you want to, I mean, I'm talking about if you want to put a fixed deposit, you have to pay taxes for that. You have to pay tax for that income. You wanna invest in mutual fund. For that also, I mean, there is a long-term gain to it.
No, the strange part is that there is a tax saving fixed deposit.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you spend, I mean, invest money there.
No, tax saving fixed deposit is not there.
Not
Tax.
now. It existed.
Okay.
But at the time also, on maturity, I had to pay taxes.
Exactly.
How strange. It was tax saving scheme, but for that reason, I have to pay taxes when that particular fixed deposit matures. Isn't it a kind of hypocrisy?
I agree with that point, sir, because that, I mean, these are the kind of loopholes already which are made, and we are following that one. But I'm not exactly sure why these things are continuing, or what can be the situations that, I mean, that can turn into, like, or what are the remedies that can come. Because yes, it is a problem, because if you are earning money, it's because you have already paid the taxes. You wanna invest it, you also have to pay taxes for that, and that one also because. I mean, and that is what, like, in other countries, I think this particular situation is not present. I mean, if you talk about France or Spain, I think 30% taxes is there, and that is only only based on your income, not based on your I mean, capital gains or something.
Do you think the GST is benefiting the multimillionaires?
GST is
Benefiting the multimillionaires? Or benefiting only the government? I mean, private sector, I'm talking, the multimillionaires who are running this private sector. Do they earn a lot of bucks from this GST, or the entire amount they deposit with the government?
I think whenever you in the GST also, you need to I'm not sure about that procedure, what exactly how they put the GST on that, but I think they have to they have to show their declaration that whatever the turnover they have made, and based on this turnover they have to put it. And of course there are, I mean, that's what I'm saying, because the income of businessmen are not regulated, whereas income of a salaried person is regulated, completely regulated. Whenever you are earning, it is already regulated with your PAN, and it already get deducted and all automatically. But
Let's come back to your point, which you are talking about agriculture. The agriculturists earn, of course, tax-free. They don't have to pay taxes.
yeah, they don't have to pay
Now,
tax.
why don't I mean this particular system, shouldn't this system be also imposed on the education field? That if you are involved in the field of education, you don't have to pay taxes. You should enjoy the exemption.
Teachers too, sir.
All those who are associated with education.
But I mean, no, in this case, sir, I beg to differ, because education's fine. Those who are earning from the government schools, that's fine, because government has already regulated and they are working a lot of things, fine, that's okay. But apart from that's a private tuition. Whenever you are earning from earning a lot from a
Private tuition is a completely different ballgame. I'm not talking about that. That is illegal also to a great extent.
okay.
Okay, I am talking about this education system that exists in this country, much to the knowledge of the government. Okay, why doesn't the government set that particular field from taxes? Like if you set up a school, your main purpose is to cater to the needs of the people in and around that area. You are catering education. Okay. Now, for that reason, should you not enjoy some sort of exemption from taxes?
Then, sir, what about the private schools?
That is what I'm talking about. I'm
No.
talking about private school and government schools only. I'm talking about education.
Then, sir, you see, sir, in private schools, they are earning a lot of money. And of course, I mean, their monthly fees is huge. And sir, I think they can, if this is the case, then sir, again, we will provide another loophole. Because now people, all the billionaires, or maybe those who are the businessmen, those who wanna save taxes, they will invest on education system, and they will be another tax gap will come. So as the millionaires, as I've said, 22% people have already have left India. So the burden will come to the common mass. I mean, you will see different. I mean, we have to be at their whatever their revenue was, we have to bear that, and that will be again as another spike if there is an exemption on education system as well.